Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now Devontae Booker to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Vegas, first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Henry Ruggs, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards on the pickup.
Next receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's got it up and through.
Raiders 14, Falcons nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Hayden Hurst, originally drafted by these Ravens, a first-round pick in 2018. And he was sort of overshadowed by Mark Andrews, who was a 4th-round pick that year. So Baltimore shipped him to Atlanta the offseason in a package that wound up netting the Ravens J.K. Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
It's third down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing now is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Falcons 3. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Right now.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Henry Ruggs. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Number 11,
Henry Ruggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan on the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Rip left, rip left. Hey, 25 to Mike. Go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Number 21.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. So we got man. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Wait.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's fourth down.
They're running with Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The ball carrier.
Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The left side completion to Jones. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 44-yard.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We've got 25 to Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. At 25 to Mike. We've got 20. Hey, check. Switch.
Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
We've got 25 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
25. It's out. 39. He's coming.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. line.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A gain of 3, second down.
Pick up a 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the first turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Falcons 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
30-yard line.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touch.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
Maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Carr now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Las Vegas.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
They'll take over.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 56, Falcons 9.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On second down, Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the fifth-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
63.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Bryant will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Las Vegas.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll...
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I gotta let go to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telescope. No sense of smile, maybe still a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes while you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
But still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on in your front lawn. Black hawks see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. Get up for what? Get up for what? Lemonade, lemonade, lemonade. Put you in a race. Lemonade, lemonade. What? Lemonade. Get up for what? Lemonade, lemonade, lemonade. Put you in a race. Lemonade, lemonade. What? Get up for what? I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them out doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel. With a slip on, spin move, is on. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a slip on, spin move, is on. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that janky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm a got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new wrist watch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really
up all of my socks. Hey. Hey, yo. Nike check.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Bladebrowwn. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count afford and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work into it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. On something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vegas Raiders taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And the Raiders have got him. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the game.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Locke. Now he wants the football. It's out. And he found it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. First possession coming for the Raiders. And at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Carr buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
93.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure. And this is caught for a touchdown. They get a flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And it was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. The second-year man Locke to the rookie Judy for a Bronco first.
First down, Broncos.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that.
The pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're going to win the conference.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 68 yards.
1st and goal.
So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw his car. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game,
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the
punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete. A new one, again, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big play there for the Raiders. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. This is Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Joyner on the tackle.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 30.
Locked in and handed off here to Gordon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke, and that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Receiving team.
Percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tanner Muse gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Block. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Block working out of the gun. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily. This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
7-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr.
How about the first half he's putting together?
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now we're looking at 3rd down here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Locke looks to throw it again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Henry Ruggs.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's going to be knocked away.
touchdown, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
At the 45-yard line.
Block now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Jalen Richard now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Raiders take over first and 10. At their own.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Block now on first down. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The 43-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And the Raiders have got him. Tanner Muse in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. this offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Gordon on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Handoff to Melvin Gordon.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's locked. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Intended for Quincy.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And McManus able to put it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
27, Broncos 20.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at
the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he took the It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Carr. Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
First down, Denver.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Gordon, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got a moonwalk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Watch pass.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down
from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Melvin Gordon on the carry. Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
He is good.
And he's able to put it through. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
25-yard line. The Raiders take
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time to catch made. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
2-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a quick throw out line to Ruggs. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding a running play. Here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack. And this time he got caught.
Again, it's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
His pass caught with the football. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brendan McManus lining up.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 7, a little under 2.5 to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a first and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. There as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
At the 13-yard line.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Richard on the return. Good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this trip.
And that's caught inside the 30. touchdown. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off.